In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish deep basque waist dress with gathers and also a drape. Now to start, we are going to start by drafting the upper part, which is the shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline, and I'll be adding extra 5 to 6 inches for the basque length. The next step you're going to take is to mark your shoulder measurement divided by 2. After marking that, you're going to come down by 1 inch at that point for your shoulder slope. Now, I'll be using a 3 inches neckline for a guide, which I will mark. Then I'm going to place my ruler and I'm going to connect this all the way to the shoulder slope. The next step is to find my chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Now I'll make a mark there. Whatever you get, make a mark, place your ruler, and you're going to draw out a straight line at that point. Now after drawing this out, you want to place back your tape again here. Then you're going to mark your shoulder divided by 2 again, and you're going to place your ruler to connect it to the upper part. Now after connecting at this part, you want to go ahead to divide what you have there into 2 equal parts by folding your tape, and I'll go ahead to mark. I'll come out by ½ inch here, and I'll place my tape and mark the bust measurement divided by 4. Now after marking this, I'm going to connect this all the way up, and then I'm going to connect this to my bust circumference divided by 4. After I'm done marking this at this point, the next step I'm going to take is to mark my dart intake. I'm going to start by marking my nipple to nipple point divided by 2. So I'm going to mark it. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. It will give me 3.5, and I'll mark this all the way down. After marking to this point, I will go ahead to place my ruler to connect, and I'll also connect to the blouse length. So now the next step is to go ahead to place my tape from the neckline to that shoulder point. I'll divide it by 2. Then after marking it, I'll go ahead to connect to this point. Now you're going to determine. I'll mark my dart intake. I'll be using 1 inch on both sides. If your bust is on the fuller side, you can use 1.5 inches, and you're going to extend this all the way to the lower part of your dress. I'm going to place my tape, and I will connect this all the way up, and I will be taking it down. I'll also go ahead to connect it on the other side. So after connecting at this point, I'll connect from the bust all the way to the underbust, or from the underbust to the bust. I'll connect this on both sides. So this is what I have after I'm done connecting. Now I'll go ahead to remove the double lines I have here. Now I'll also go ahead to outline my pattern. Next is to go ahead to connect at the upper part. Now you want to place your tape and determine where you want your dress to start. I'm using 1.5 inches above. You can use 2 inches if your bust is on the smaller size. Let's say for someone that has a fuller bust, you can use 2 inches or 2.5. If you're not so sure, please place your tape at the shoulder and determine where you want your neckline to start. For my dart, I'll be using 0.75 at both sides because my bust is on the smaller size. Let's say if you have your bust is between 35-36, you can use 1 inch on both sides. Then if you have a fuller bust, consider using 1 inch on the center part and 1.5 on the other side. Now after marking this, we're going to insert our measurements. So I'll go ahead to outline my pattern. Now the next step is to insert your measurements. For this pattern, you're going to place your tape at the bust. You're going to mark your bust circumference divided by 4. Then you're going to pick the dart intake you have here, and you're going to replace it by the side. Then for this pattern, you don't need much sewing allowance. ½ inch or 1 inch is enough. If you want to turn your front and the back together, use ½ inch. But if you want to like turn the front separately, then join the back, use 1 inch. The underbust, mark your underbust measurement divided by 4. Pick this dart intake and you replace it. Then add your sewing allowance. At the waist, you're going to mark the waist measurement divided by 4. After marking the waist measurement divided by 4, you pick the dart intake, replace, and add your stitching allowance. Now you go ahead to connect this all the way up. Now come in a bit and from your sewing allowance, then blend out your pattern. We are trying to draw out the roundish basque effect we have at the lower part. So for this basque, you can use within 5 inches to 6 inches because it's a bit deep. So I'll connect it from the waistline all the way down. Now this is what I have. For the neckline, I'll just maintain what I have here, because if you notice at the upper part, it is also draped. So now you're going to mark your bust dart, and to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. Now let's say your shoulder to waist in front is 17, your shoulder to waist in front is 15 and a half. If you take out 15 and a half from 17, it will give you 1.5. That is how to get your bust dart. Now go ahead to cut out your pattern. And while cutting this out, you're going to blend out your side bust dart so that your pattern is going to match at the upper part of your dress. So I had to go ahead to blend this out again. Use my tape to hold it down because I actually cut it out before blending out. So I had to just use my tape, hold it down, blend it out, and then cut. So after cutting this now, I'll be explaining how to achieve the draped shoulder sleeve and also how to achieve the pleating we have on top of this dress. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to use my sellotape to hold my pattern down because I want to explain these two areas that I mentioned now. So you notice while making this dress from the original designer, you notice that you're going to pleat a layer of fabric on it. You're going to take another layer of fabric and you're going to pleat, creating those pleats that we have on the dress. So for example, now let's say that we are making this dress, then after joining the bustier, you want to take your fabric and pleat on it. That is after joining the main base, you want to go ahead to pleat your fabric on it before going ahead to turn it with lining. That way by the time you turn it with lining, it will close up the rough edge that you have of the pleating at the upper part. Now before you go ahead to join it to the upper part, you also want to go ahead to trace out following the shape of the dress. So I'm just doing a tutorial on it, so I'll just stop draping it at this point. So you notice the sleeve of this dress is draped from one part to the other side. So you're going to do this after you're almost done making your dress. What you're going to do is you're going to get another fabric, the fabric you're making this with, and you're also going to like fold up or turn up the rough edges if you do have. Then you're going to pleat, trying to create that draped effect at the over bust and bust area of this dress. So you can see me using a pattern paper just to illustrate. So my pattern is not on fold, but when you're cutting yours, it will be on fold. So you drape from one side to the other side of your dress. Now you also want to use your pin to hold it down before going ahead to like tack it down in several places to hold it down. So after you're done pleating it, like you're done draping it on the body, you will now take the remaining part, make sure that it can cover your arm, and then you extend it to the back of the dress. So that is how to get the draped part of this sleeve. Now let's work on the back pattern. For the back pattern of this dress, I've marked my chest line. I also marked the shoulder the same way we got our shoulder for the front. Now what you need for the back is your shoulder to waist and your shoulder to bust line. So after this, you start marking your nipple to nipple line. After marking that, you place your ruler and you draw out a straight line. Mark ½ inch on both sides of your waistline and come down by 1 inch from the bust. Now you're going to connect this at this side and you connect at the other side. Now insert your bust measurement divided by 4. Add the sewing allowance you're using. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Pick the dart intake you're using, replace it and add your sewing allowance. Now you want to place your ruler to connect. After you're done connecting at this point, the next step you're going to take is to come down by 1/2 inch, because you don't want the lacing at the back of the dress to pop up. Then you connect it back to your chest line. Now you also want to mark the spacing for your lacing. You can use 1.5, 2 inches or 2.5. I'm just using 2 inches for this pattern. Now you want to place your ruler and draw out a straight line at that point. Then make a dot to indicate that you have a lacing at the back of the dress. Then go ahead to cut this out. After cutting this out, you cut out this part. You can go ahead to cut and join back your lacing, or you can just blend out the dart. For me, I'll blend out the dart and cut my pattern, as one piece. Now let's go ahead to work on the lower part of this dress, which is the gathered part. For the lower part of this dress, to get this fullness, you need at least 4 to 5 yards of material for the lower part. Now for the lower part of this dress, due to the basque effect at the front part, you notice that the sides of the dress is now higher than that of the sides of the dress. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your measurement, that is the full length of your dress. Let's say the full length of your dress is 35 inches and your shoulder to waistline is 18 inches. Then if you minus 18 from that 35 inches, you have 17 inches left for the length of your gathers. So you'll be cutting about 17 inches by 4 yards or 17 inches by 5 yards. So when you're cutting this, you should also add like 2 inches for your joining and turn up allowance, giving you 19 inches 4 yards or 19 inches by 5 yards. So for example, let's take this as the remaining length of my dress. What you have to do is just to go ahead to gather it all the way round your dress. Then after gathering it round your dress, it's going to give you that high-low effect at the side of the dress. This is due to the presence of the basque in front of your dress.